What's good, y'all? Caligreen, Too Fresh here, holding it down. Carnival Spirits, Ninjas in Action. And today, this is gonna be part one of my greatest albums of the last decade. So I've been putting this off for far too long. We're like midway through February, and I wanted to do this since the end of December. So finally getting around to it. I've noticed a few people have put out similar videos. Shout out to DC Fago guy. In his video, he did his top album of every year for the past decade with honorable mentions. I'm gonna do like top 5. Yeah, I'm going top 5 in no particular order. Why? Because so much fresh music fucking came out, and it's hard to pinpoint just one fucking album per year. So I'm doing a top 5. My fucking video, deal with it. Let's get to it. So 2010. A lot of fresh music came out of 2010. One album I'm going to talk about. First album I'm going to talk about, Twisted, Heartbroken and Homicidal. Now, a lot of juggalos hated on this fucking album. A lot of people were saying they were fucking selling out at the time. They felt it was emo. I personally fucking loved this album. I loved the direction of it. I liked the weird little fucking pencil thing they did where you fucking shade in the fucking album booklet and you can read all this shit. I thought it was a fucking dope little idea. Standout tracks for me, definitely Spiderwebs. What I'm Feeling, Apple Circles, It Don't Matter, Cyanide, Set by Example. Fucking fresh ass fucking album. So next up we got Esham, Suspended Animation. Esham put this out right after, the year after he dropped fucking I Ain't Your Homie. So kind of an awkward time for Esham fans. But to me, this was fresh as fuck. He was definitely trying new shit with this, went in a different direction, used a lot of like electronic beats, and I thought it turned out great. For me, standout tracks, Ronald McDonald, like the storytelling on that song, ridiculously fresh. Stop Selling Me Drugs, Trigonometry, Police with Daniel Jordan, horrible, like 29 fucking tracks deep. Fucking bangers. Next up, we got A&B, Body in a Hole. The last album A&B ever dropped with Psychopathic Records sub-label Hatchet House. So, yeah, when this first came out, I remember I didn't have money to get it. I wanted it. I fucking wanted it so bad. But money just wasn't where it was supposed to be. So, I had to put it off. And then by the time I had money coming in, was ready to purchase it, A&B fucking left Psychopathic Records. And it took me fucking years to track down a fucking copy. But here it is in my collection. There really is no bad song on here for me. I love Body in a Hole. Like, I can literally sing that front to back. Funky Dysfunction, Set It Off, Nightline with Violent J. Yeah. Crazy. Yeah, love that shit. And technically, these are supposed to be songs on A&B's album, The Garcia Brothers, which came out way fucking later. But we'll talk about that more here in a little bit, actually. Let's get to our next album. We've got Kid Crushers, The Grinch. So this right here, Kid Crusher putting on the persona of the Grinch. I remember he dropped a fucking music video where he was dressed up as the Grinch. The shit was stupid fucking fresh. And so is the album. For me, standout tracks, Slime in the Sewers, definitely one of my all-time favorite Kid Crusher tracks. Oh Fuck My Christmas Tree, that over the top, but it's funny as shit. Purple Haze with the Illegal. Yeah. Spark That remix. The Dope Pinch remix. Like, this is a pretty fucking solid release. So if you're a fan of Kid Crusher, you'll definitely like that. And lastly, for 2010, we have Eminem, Recovery. Wait. Eminem, why is this even in my fucking collection? Why do I... Fuck that shit. I don't even know why I have that. No. Lastly, we have Korn, Remember Who You Are. So, I know Jonathan Davis of Korn went on stating that he believes this to be their weakest album of all time. I disagree. I definitely disagree. I fucking love this shit. When it came out, I wasn't a big fan. Gave it some time, went back to it, and I realized it was fucking amazing. Like, for real. Oildale, Leave Me Alone. Love that shit. Move On. Lead the Parade. Let the Guilt Go. Yeah. This shit right here, so fucking fresh. If you're a Korn fan, yeah, this is right up your alley. So now, let's get to 2011. So for starters, we're going to talk about an album of controversy. I actually have 2 copies of this album. Blaze Gang Rags, extended and uncut. So there is a lot of controversy surrounding this. Why? Because it was released twice in 2 different versions, which is funny because it's supposed to be extended and uncut, but technically they kind of cut a couple tracks out and put different ones on there. So on the original version, my case is all jacked up. It's so fucked. But anyways, the original version, song number 4 is Ghetto Benefits featuring ROC and J10. And then track number 8 is Simply Fresh featuring J10. Those tracks were taken off because there was a falling out between Psychopathic Records and Blaze's hype man, J10. And what songs did they replace? Well, number 4 became Dead Gangstas. Number 8 became Just Another Fish. So, anyways, it is what it is. Was what it was. They went back and fucking completely redid the shit. But I prefer the extended, uncut edition. The one with J10. So next we have A&B, Strictly for the Scrubs, the mixtape. Now, one could argue that this mixtape right here is compiled of all the tracks that were recorded for A&B's Garcia Brothers. Why? Because this whole mixtape is full of songs that they recorded while working at Psychopathic Records, but they left Psychopathic and they took all their music with them. They put out this mixtape, and yeah, the next album they had up to be released was the Garcia Brothers. They didn't drop the Garcia Brothers. Instead, we got Strictly for the Scrubs, the mixtape, and Garcia Brothers came a couple years later, completely different from what it should have been. Why do I say should have? Because this is so fucking fresh. Like, straight up, to me, not one bad song. To me, A&B's greatest work, which is funny because all this music, I'm pretty sure, was recorded when Otis, Young Wicked, whatever the fuck you want to call him, James Garcia, fucking, whenever he was in the middle of having his, dealing with his alcoholism. So, yeah. Came at a dark time of their fucking lives, and it really shows. Songs on here are so fucking dark, but I needed that at the time. I needed that so fucking bad. Reckless, Jump, Creature, Taking One of You With Me, C4 on my t-shirt. Who can rap? Death is my new drug. D's girl, strictly for the scrubs. Like, so fucking fresh. Nothing but bangers. Low-Key's Shadowland. My favorite Low-Key album of all fucking time. Like, so fucking experimental. So fucking different. So fucking fresh. If you're a fan of Low-Key, yeah. This is it. This is that shit. King Gordy. Jesus Christ Mistress. One of my like top 3 albums for King Gordy. It's hard to say what King Gordy album is my top, because I love this. I love Xexes, and yeah, I fucking love King Gordy. But right here, Esham in the 80s, Traveling Man with fucking Bizarre. I love that shit. We Violent 2 with Fat Killers, Sing for the Dead 2 with Twisted, Dark Side. Yeah. Shit fucking bangs. Very dark, very Gordy, very fresh. Last but not least, we have Daniel Jordan's The Stranger. I know it looks like there's shit on the case, but rest assured, it's just chocolate, motherfuckers. Fucking kids. Fucking kids. But anyways, this album came out at a time that I really fucking needed it to. Helped me through one of the darkest periods of my fucking time. Tracks like, hold on, let's pull out the fucking track list. Illuminati Wants Me Dead, All Your Heroes, I Hate Drug Dealers, The Stranger, Own Worst Enemy, fucking Airplane Crash. Goddamn. Thinking about this almost brings a tear to my eyes, because it really means something to me. That album really fucking means something to me. Anyways, that's part 1 of Caligreen's top albums of the past decade. For part 2, you're just going to have to stay tuned. Part 2 will consist of years 2012 and 2013. Till next we meet, Caligreen Too Fresh. Always keep it wicked fresh, motherfuckers. Whoop whoop, deuces.